My name is Christine Barrett, and this is my story.
My name is Gina Marasco, and this is my story.
My name is Al Roberts, and this is my story. I live up in Sun City with my wife Ruth. Sun City's in Huntley. We've lived there approximately 11 years and just love it. Ruth and I have 2 children. Our son lives in LA. Our daughter's in a nearby town, Algonquin. She has 3 boys, so we're proud parents of 3 grandchildren. Early on, we started a men's Bible study called the Sunshine Boys, S-O-N, Shine. And one of the visions that we had with the leader and myself and another couple other fellows, wouldn't it be great if we could get a church started here in Sun City? We have maybe about 60 to 70% of the people who live in Sun City that are not actively going to church. That's an estimated 5,000 to 6,000 people without a church. The vision was still there, but we just didn't have the resources to pull together. So we went for 11 years with no church there. Perry met one of the guys in the Sunshine Boys, a friend of mine. His name was John. And he met John. And by the way, we have 2 fellows in the Sunshine Boys whose kids go to the Yellow Box. And so I'd heard a little bit about that, but John told me about meeting Perry and that Perry was interested in starting a church plant in Sun City. And I said, that sounds neat. John, have you spent time with him? Well, we had lunch together, but I'd like you to meet him. Perry gave me a call, and we got together. And one thing led to another, and I began to catch more detail to his vision and the vision of community Christian churches, planting another campus, and this time in Huntley. Perry and Becky's arrival is really an answer to our prayer of over 10 years, and now we're going to see it come to fruition. We've started our first small group, and down the pike, hopefully early next year in the spring, we'll have a church service starting. Sun City is divided into about 40 different neighborhoods, which is ideal because then your relationships are developed around a relatively small number of people. Our neighborhood, for instance, is about 50 homes. The thing that makes it so exciting for Community Christian Church coming in is now we've got a central resource that we can plug people into as we minister to them in the neighborhoods. And so I have many of the neighbors that I know right now that are not going to church, and it's so easy to say, hey, why don't you go, where the lodge is, every Sunday morning there's a church service there, and it's really neat, and you ought to check it out. Merry Christmas, community.